Hello dear 1000 PS friends, I'm Philipp and today I want to give you a bit of guidance with this video. Maybe even help you with a buying decision. We're talking about two scooters, the Yamaha XMAX 300 Tech MAX Plus and the Yamaha TMAX Tech MAX. Both are Yamaha scooters as the name suggests, and they belong more to the premium segment. One's a 300, the other one's the 560, which of course is significantly more expensive. We are talking about a massive price difference between the two. The XMAX costs around 8,000 euros in Germany and the TMAX 16,000 euros. So, which one is the better choice for you? Let's find out. Right, so this is a direct comparison between two models. I won't go into too many technical details here because at 1000 PS we've got the bike comparison tool. That means you can just go to our website, select these two models and compare them side by side. You can pick the XMAX 300 and the TMAX Tech MAX and you'll see all the technical specs laid out clearly. You can even filter for identical or differing features. That's where I'm pulling the data from for this review, along with my impressions from the past 3 weeks riding both, because I reckon that'll make your decision easier if you're standing at a Yamaha dealership trying to choose between the two. Let's start with the engine. The biggest difference, aside from the engine capacity, which is already in the name, is the number of cylinders. The XMAX 300 runs a single-cylinder engine with 292 cubic centimeters, 28 horsepower and 29 newton meters of torque. The TMAX, the big brother, has a two-cylinder engine with 562 cubic centimeters, 48 horsepower and 55 newton meters of torque. So on paper, the TMAX looks nearly twice as powerful as the smaller XMAX. And that's exactly how it feels in everyday use. But I'll get to that in a moment because there are even bigger differences. Namely, the TMAX costs twice as much as the XMAX. Why? In my opinion, it's mainly because the TMAX is a hybrid between a scooter and a motorcycle. It actually rides more like a bike, just with a scooter riding position, whereas the XMAX 300 is a classic scooter through and through. In terms of construction, there's also a key difference. The TMAX, the big brother, has a completely different chassis, a proper swing arm, double-sided swing arm, plus a belt drive, an upside-down fork and twin front disc brakes. On the XMAX 300 you get an engine-mounted swing arm, a standard telescopic fork, a simpler chassis design and just a single front disc brake. And there's a reason for that. Aside from the overall build and engine, the bigger engine naturally needs a more stable frame around it. We also have to consider the weight. The XMAX 300 weighs 183 kilograms, whereas the TMAX comes in at 221 kilograms. That's a 40 kilo difference, and that extra weight, combined with the extra power of the TMAX, needs to be slowed down accordingly. So the suspension setup is, let's say, more capable and comfortable. It's built differently than the XMAX 300. Technically, both are scooters on paper, but in reality, the XMAX 300 is definitely the more agile, more urban-friendly machine in my opinion, whereas the TMAX really could be a motorcycle replacement for those who've given up their bike or had to. So if you're looking for a scooter that's almost as capable as an A2 licensed motorbike, that's exactly where the TMAX comes into play. With that in mind, the decision becomes relatively straightforward. If I want a scooter to complement my existing bike, the XMAX 300 is the clear choice. If I want something to replace my motorbike entirely, then I'll have to dig deeper into my wallet and look at the TMAX, because what you get is a blend of scooter and motorcycle, not just a scooter, in quotation marks. In terms of riding behavior, there are significant differences too. On the one hand, the single cylinder in the XMAX 300 is noticeably rougher than the smoother twin cylinder in the TMAX. You also clearly feel those extra 20 horsepower the TMAX offers. But the XMAX 300 never feels underpowered. I actually think that 90 to 95% of people looking for a scooter just to commute, for city use, short trips out of town, or even some motorway riding will be absolutely satisfied with what the XMAX 300 delivers in terms of power. The TMAX, on the other hand, gives you more in every area, more acceleration, more punch. It's for people who demand more performance or for those who regularly ride with a pillion or carry luggage. Another major difference between the two models is the overall riding feel. As I mentioned earlier, the TMAX, thanks to its chassis, is more of a long-distance runner. It feels more planted on the road, corners more stably, even when riding quickly. The XMAX 300 is the nimble one, more maneuverable, thanks in part to being 40 kilograms lighter. It's also easier to get on and off the center stand, especially in the city. Another difference is range, and this is a detail that's worth noting. The TMAX, with its bigger engine, also gets a bigger tank, 15 liters. The XMAX 300 has a smaller 13.2 liter tank, but despite the smaller tank, the XMAX actually goes further, around 400 kilometers on a full tank, simply because the engine uses less fuel. The TMAX, on the other hand, manages around 300 kilometers with its 15 liter tank. When it comes to features, the differences are minor. Both models, as their Tech MAX name suggests, are packed with equipment. What do they have in common? Both come with anti-lock braking system. The TMAX even adds cornering ABS. Both have cruise control. Both have an electrically adjustable windscreen. The TMAX now also features a tire pressure monitoring system and traction control. Both have heated grips. Both have heated seats. Both come with keyless start. The TMAX has the nicer display, a large TFT screen, while the XMAX has a smaller TFT that might look a bit outdated in comparison. Overall, I'd say my personal verdict is, since both scooters are almost identically spec'd, the main differences lie in the chassis, suspension and engine. So I see two types of buyers here. There's the XMAX 300 buyer who wants to add a proper scooter to their fleet, and for 8,000 euros it's great value for money. Or there's the buyer who wants the absolute best of everything. That person will go for the TMAX, spend double the amount, but get the ultimate maxi sport scooter currently available on the market. And that's the biggest difference. If you say, I want maximum performance and money's not the issue, then go for the TMAX. But if budget matters and you're looking for a value for money deal, then the XMAX 300 is the way to go. I hope I've been able to help a bit with your decision. As always, feel free to drop your praise or criticism in the comments. Ask away if you've still got questions, I'll try to answer them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you liked the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thanks for watching and see you next time.